Hello everyone. So like every week, we'll do an update and a Q&A about what we've worked on this week, and also give you the opportunity to ask questions, to give feedback. So we'll just wait a few minutes. But yeah, if you have any questions, you can, of course, ask them on Discord. Well, this week we are not live on YouTube, but we'll publish a live on YouTube after. And we'll start shortly after. So just a few minutes. I think we can start. Maybe you go if you want to start. Myself, I have nothing to present. I've been mostly working on stability stuff, so the software is more stable, but no fancy feature to present. Something internal, we're working with a new cloud provider, Unicloud, and so for some customers, if they wish to, they can change to this new cloud provider. And yeah, Hugo, maybe to you.
Yeah, thanks. So I have nothing to showcase this week, but I'm working on a nice optimization for flows. Basically, what I will add is a new option on for loops, which basically instead of running each iteration and job separately, and like resending to a new worker and restarting the runtime, etc., it will all do the same. It will all do it on the same worker. So the worker will receive the for loop job. It will start the runner at the beginning. So let's say a TypeScript runner. It's very similar to how we handle it for dedicated workers. So all the dependencies and stuff will be handled at the beginning. And whether you have one job or 1,000, one iteration or 1,000 iteration, you won't get the cold start again, and it will go really quickly through all the jobs, send it to the runner, and then basically at the end collect the results and send the results into the DB. And this is only the first part of the optimization we want to do. Also, if you have several steps in your for loop, we'll also start all the runners at the runtimes at the beginning, and so all the jobs will go super quickly, and then we'll extend it to the whole flow. So so you only have like the cold start at the beginning of the flow, but then every job will be super fast. There will be no cold start for every step, and then on the last step we want to take is to basically combine runners between different steps. So assuming you have shared dependencies between TypeScript scripts or Python scripts, we don't have to have like a separate runner for each. We can just have one, which will use less memory and be more efficient. But that's for later. So quite a interesting chain, and could really speed up some workflows. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. That's it for me. Alex, do you want to next?
Muted. Okay, let me share my screen. This one. All right. Last week I was working on two features that are kind of user-facing. I've also worked on a bunch of internal stuff, but the biggest ones are around Slack and the ability to add workspace-specific Slack connections. Meaning, if you have an app, Slack app on the instance settings, it's going to be used for critical alerts. But if you want to use workspace-specific Slack apps for approvals or workspace error handlers, success handlers, etc., you can actually configure here a specific Slack app per workspace. Along with that, I also added the support for @command with Slack bots. So previously it only supported /, meaning the response of the Slack bot was only visible to you. And now with add commands, you can add the Slack bot, and everyone in the channel will see it because it's a public message, whereas the other one was only private. So those two are live and can be used for now. And yeah, this is just a toggle here in the workspace settings. And yeah, that's it for me.
I can go next. So on my side, I was working on two features, which the first one allows you to run webhooks by the flow version ID. Before you can only use the path of the flow. Now you can do it with the version ID. And also just to show the new version of the flow environment variable. So now you can choose the flow environment variable, which either a string or JSON object or whatever JSON data type, number, whatever you want, and it will be available for all of your steps. So for example, I'm just going to do like something like an object which takes a name, and then it's available, and right there you have it here, or you can use the open completion like and then I just have to run it, and I have access to it. Here I have a flow who already have a big JSON object where I can choose whatever field I want. So I'm just going to show you to do deploy, to choose the webhook URL, and now you can choose by flow version. We have two versions of so far. So the first one, which gives back this, and another one which will give you this, which is the new flow that is being run. And yeah, that's it. So Diego, do you want to go next?
Yeah, sure. Can you stop your... yeah, thanks. Yeah, so first of all, I think I haven't announced publicly that the new redesign is live now. What is this? Yeah, the new redesign is live, so I hope you like it. If you find bugs or something, don't hesitate to tell us. We will fix it as soon as possible. And in new features, I've added a new flag, which is called result collection. So now by default, your SQL scripts will only return the last one, like so. Don't worry, it's backwards compatible. I've added a legacy mode for all scripts that were already there. But now you can control how you want the results to be returned. So for example, I can choose to have all statements and all rows. So it will return this one and this one in separate arrays, which is quite cool. And you can also do stuff like, something like keyboard, scalar. So last statement, first row scalar, and it will only return the value. So yeah, pretty helpful in flows, especially if you want to chain scripts. Also, I've added a new modal action in AgGrid in the app editor. So now you can add a modal, and it will, it's a modal, and you can do stuff in it. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for me. I don't know who want to go next.
Yeah, I can go next. Let me share my screen. So yeah, on my side, I've been working on a better way to show you diffs between your actual flow and the one you deployed. So for example, here I can remove some. And as you can see now, you have a new tab, graph, which will show you two side-by-side graphs. You also have a unified one. So same principle as in Git diffs. As you can see, it's synchronized. Not revolutionary, but I was quite glad to make it work. also zooms is synchronized. And yeah, you can see which modules are modified, removed, or added. So as you can see, you have a diff modal. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This is also available in your workspace settings if you have set up staging and prod workspaces. So it will show you the diffs if there are flows which are added or modified between your workspace. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know, I think Ash, you had
Yeah, but you're selling yourself short. You've also added the ability for a memory to be on the database, so that there's no
yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, so to tell you about it, before if you didn't have a extra bucket, set in your workspace level, it would save the memory on your disk, which is not the case anymore, and it's easier to make it work because it will save it in the database. So it will be easier for you to set it up, even if you don't have extra bucket set up. But I advise you to get an extra bucket to make it more reliable. And yeah, Ash, I think you had something to show.
Yes, indeed. Could you stop sharing the screen?
Yes, okay.
So you should see now. Well, I've been mostly working on stability improvements and also bug fixes and stuff. But besides that, I also did the job debouncing. It is already live, so I'm Windmill.dev. And if you have the script or you have a flow, you can go to the settings, to the runtime. Then here's a new toggler, which is called debouncing. You can select the debouncing period, like 10 seconds or whatever period you want. And select the custom debounce key, which we'll talk a bit later. Basically, all the debouncing is doing here is instead of executing the job right away when you start it, it will wait for the debounce delay that you specify over here. And if there is the job that is coming with the same debounce key, it will debounce it and will just not run it. So it is an optimization which could potentially allow us to have serve huge amount of jobs as like huge amount of requests and optimize your workflows really well. Like imagine having the form somewhere, and in the form you select basically all I'm telling here is that you don't need to. It will consolidate many jobs into one, and you don't have to rerun the same job as it would do repeatedly. So in this case, custom debounce key could also take arguments. So by default, if you don't specify anything, it will take the script path to the debounce key. Will take workspace and will take all the arguments. So if you run the script several times with the same arguments, it will get debounced. And this is the optimization. It's also by default already for dependency jobs. So it eliminates some of the diamond pattern with the relative imports, which is pretty great. And also speeds up all the deployments of if you have a huge tree of dependencies, it will do it. I'm also currently working on git sync debouncing. So git sync jobs are a bit slow. They have a concurrency limit, and they're just pretty slow. They need to git clone the repo, and they need to push it, and like there's many
pretty slow actions. So the debouncing, it's way faster. It's based on the sync type. So if you have multiple scripts deployed, they will get debounced, and the git sync job will just be a single one instead of many. And this this debouncing is not just for scripts; it's also for the flows. You can go to the flows, to the settings, advanced, and debouncing. It is the same. It's not the case for the flows tabs.
I think Ash, I think it's enough details. Maybe we can go to Tristan's video.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know if it's if you wanted me to share the video right now, but we have a great video, motion vision video, coming to introduce the AI agent step that we released a few that is available for a few weeks. Do you want me to show the video, Ruben?
Maybe you can give some context. So we've been so AI agent step is a pretty big change for us. It's a pretty big feature. It also makes us compete more frontally with other tools. We thought it was a good time to also improve the way we do the comms and the promotion of our features, especially for a big feature like that. So it's the first time we've been working with a specialist on the subject, and so we have a video to present to announce the feature, and it's probably what we're going to continue to do for any feature of that importance, and we're very pleased with the results. So we're just going to show you the video, and it will be part of the announcement we'll do next week on the social networks. And it is a proof of how we've basically stepped up our games with respect to how do marketing from this point on. So yeah, I think you can share your screen.
Yes.
It's a premiere. First time you'll see it.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The white screen? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm wondering if we can hear the audio though. We'll see.
Okay. So I try.
Yeah, it works.
Pretty cool. I think there was an echo, so I think everyone heard the sound twice. But yeah, when we publish the video, it will be correct. Yes, thanks everyone. I think there's a lot of features that are pretty cool that are being either made or polished right now. So stay tuned, and yeah, if you have any questions, now will be the time. Otherwise, yeah. Otherwise, have a great weekend. I don't know. I see some message.
Vexter is writing.
Vexter is writing.
Yeah, Vexter was very excited about this weekly.
I think it's already the case that you can use MCP servers. Yeah. I think it's already live. Maybe we didn't make a. I don't know if we announced it or not, but yeah, you can use MCP servers as a tool in your AI agent steps. Cool. Well, then everyone have a great weekend. See you.
Yeah.
Bye.